What is up, Boo Boo Gang? We are back here with another eating show. So today, Dad, what are we eating?
Jamaican, Caribbean style. That's how they say.
We just can't
Caribbean
stay away.
style, baby.
Can't stay away, man.
From the island of Jamaica. So we have chicken patties, as you can see. The patties.
With no cocoa bread because they're out. So that's what this is for.
So,
and I'm like-key salty, but it's whatever.
But now I gotta figure out what's what. Then we have
No, it's chicken.
the cheesecake that my wife wanted.
No, it was supposed to be carrot cake.
I mean carrot cake.
Is that carrot cake or cheesecake?
Carrot cheesecake.
Carrot cheesecake.
That's
cheesecake.
I'm gonna show y'all the curry dinner. Curry chicken dinner right there. Know what I'm saying? Right here's the food for champions, man. Not the food for the weak, man. Macaroni and cheese, 007.
What's a Jamaican meal without pineapple soda? What? So what did you get? You
All
got
chicken.
Alright, so that's yours.
Yeah. Thank you.
Vegetable patty, man. They put cabbage in there, peas, corn, curry.
That's a trash patty, you know what I'm saying? The real patty is the chicken. Anyway, so today
Oh, you corn in there.
we asked y'all on Snap for some things that you guys need advice on. And one person emailed us and wants our advice. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Anybody can either Snapchat me or email me anything that y'all want advice on. And we'll keep it anonymous and all that. So, he said, I've been struggling with depression recently. I've sadly picked up cutting, but I'm trying really hard to stop and going a month strong without doing so. That's good. My question is, how do you cope with pain in the best way possible without breaking down and getting suicidal? I'm taking medicine for it, but half the time it don't help, especially when I get hurt by the ones I love the most. You don't have to put this in the video, but can you please tell me with a reply back? I would really love the help. I'm trying to better myself as a person and just need some advice upon how to start getting better. I really love you both. You guys are amazing.
Well, shout out to you. Well, we ain't gonna say your name, but
Shout out to you.
shout out to you though.
We love you as well.
Like, this is real touchy because anytime you harm yourself, you can harm yourself to the point where it be no return. And I just don't want to say anything, but I dealt with depression like most people deal with depression. What made me is how you deal with depression. It all depends on what you've been through first, and how you handle it is second. Like, sometimes people could deal with depression different ways. Sometimes people can, go get help, go talk to a psychiatrist, go talk to a counselor or a family member.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be admitted to a hospital to where you're in the psych ward and things of that nature. So the first thing you have to do is you have to go to the root of your problem that you have. Why are you feeling this way? What makes you feel this way? What triggers you to, because like, you can be happy like throughout the day, and then somebody can say something, or you can see something that can bring you to that point, so now you're depressed now. So it's different levels, and I dealt with a lot of levels like that. But you have to go to the root. What is it? How did you get here? Why do you feel this way? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And you have to be real. You know what I'm saying? With that. You have to examine that and really analyze that situation. Like, that's the number one thing that you have to do first and foremost. How did I get here? Why am I feeling this way? Because, see, if you examine that, then you know where to go from that point on. You have to learn how to, if it's not that serious to the point where you're hurting yourself, but if you're at the point to where now you're hurting yourself, that's serious. Like, depression should never be looked upon as you weak. laughed upon because it's serious. People try to kill themselves and really hurt themselves, and that's not something that people should be down in. Like that's in the condition that they're in. It's just like I don't never look down upon, oh, you're a weak individual, oh, you can handle that. Nah, man, because not everybody can handle everything. Sometimes people are sometimes people are not taught how to handle certain situations.
Right.
So you got to be understanding that. So if your loved ones is not supporting you, then you have to get away from those individuals and your family. I mean, is this: if you tell somebody in your family, whether they are your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your aunts or your uncles, your grandparents, if you telling them what they saying, what they doing is hurting your feelings, whatever it may be, and they don't care, they laughing upon you, oh, whatever, like you need to get over yourself, then you need to go talk to a counselor, a pastor, somebody that can give you spiritual guidance or some type of direction, and then you need to get the help that you need to get from that person that's willing to help you, because there's some people out here that's willing to help you.
Right.
And then you need to take what they give you and apply it to your life. Just don't go to somebody and talk to them, but apply what they say. Not just go to them and just be, yeah, shake your head. No, apply it. Mm-hmm. And then when you learn the skills that they're giving you, and then you go back home, and then the people still treating you the same way, then you need to make an intelligent decision where you need to get a job, save your money, and remove yourself from those family members that's making you be depressed. Because
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Obviously, if you're trying to commit suicide, you're trying to get away from them family members.
Right.
So suicide is how you're trying to remove yourself from them. Suicide is how you're trying to remove them from your life.
Right.
So therefore, you don't have to be dead to get away from people.
Right.
You just have to keep it real with yourself and say, I love them very much, but they are making me be destructive.
Right.
And they are not healthy for me. I love them, but I have to leave them.
Right.
And you have to move on.
Right.
Because your mental health and your life is more important than being around people, even though that they your blood. They got the same blood in your system. That don't mean nothing. If they not treating you with the respect that you deserve, and treating your feelings taking your feelings into consideration, then you need to remove yourself from that house. But don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Remove you. Anybody that's treating you wrong, and they trying to shun your feelings away from a place, you acting childish or whatever the hell they come up with, then you need to remove yourself from them, because they don't care about your feelings. Whatever they saying, whatever they doing is hurting you. Then you have to remove. If they don't want to change how they talking to you, how they treating you, then you need to remove yourself from them.
Right, and if you have fully evaluated yourself and checked yourself to say, nah, they're bugging, nothing's wrong, I'm truly, honestly seeking what's wrong with me. And if you've evaluated yourself and, they're saying, well, you just talk to me like this or whatever, and you really evaluated yourself and you could really honestly say, I don't talk to you any kind of way. I'm perfectly fine with how I talk to you. And there's nothing that you can change about yourself because the person is truly bugging, then they gotta go. They gotta go.
It doesn't, let me tell you something right now. All that blood, thinking the water nonsense, it means nothing if people are not being compassionate to you.
Exactly.
And I'm speaking this from experience.
Exactly.
I cut my mother off and haven't spoken to her in 10 years. So I'm not telling you something that I wouldn't do myself.
So
I had to do it for my own life.
So you got to understand that what's more important is your mental sanity, your life. And when you take your life was given by the Creator. So taking your life is basically like you spitting in the Most High face by taking your own life. He gives you life. It's so many things that you can do to overcome depression.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing to work to overcome it. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that some days that you're not going to have those down days, but you have to fight those thoughts. Mind over matter. So when those thoughts come in your head, you have to be able to fight those thoughts and continue to keep pushing forward to overcome those thoughts to where you no longer have those thoughts in your mind. But you have to fight. You have to fight for yourself. That you deserve to live. Mm-hmm. Because nothing is permanent. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever you're dealing with in your life, it will pass.
Pain is temporary, suicide is permanent.
Exactly. Because once you die, that's it. It ain't no coming back from death. Your own life is permanent. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no coming back from it ain't no do-over. So if you hang yourself, if you shoot yourself, it ain't no coming back from that. You can't make that right no more. And then some family members that you may be cool with, they hurt from that.
Yeah.
Like you killed yourself and they loved you. They respected you. But now they hurt. So you gotta, at the end of the day, you can overcome. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not saying it is. But you have to work every day towards fighting those and using the skills that a psychiatrist told you, a pastor, or a priest, or even me speaking to you right now. You can overcome it. I overcame it. Like, well, my circumstances is, like I said, I had to examine myself when it comes to depression. I had to go to the root problem. Why am I feeling this way? Because at the end of the day, it's you. The thoughts, it's inside your head. These negative feelings, they inside you. So you gotta look at yourself, examine yourself, and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Why am I having these thoughts? Why am I depressed? Why? And then you need to examine that and then deal with that. Because what made me get out of my depression was I have a family, and sometimes when you depressed, your loved ones, like the ones that support you, the ones that's there for you, the one that doesn't criticize you, the ones that doesn't make judgment statements or judgment comments about you, you put them through a lot, and you affect them by sleeping all the time, isolating yourself, cutting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you may be tempted to go and take a bunch of pills or try to kill yourself, and they caught you and stopped you and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You put them through a lot. So I had to really examine myself, and then I said, yo, I'm hurting not only myself, but I'm hurting my family members. And I can't live like this no more because I'm putting them through a lot. My children, I didn't want my children to grow up without a father and be like, hey, like Aaliyah would have been young, and she'd be like, yeah, my father killed himself when I was 4 or 5 years old. And I never got to see him. And those things, like, they came in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that, like, if I kill myself, I'm never going to be able to walk my daughter down the aisle. I'm never going to be able to hold my grandchildren that she have in my arms. I'm never going to be able to grow old with my daughter or her children to where they burying me. You know what I'm saying? Where she had a long life with me. So I stopped really thinking about myself. And I started thinking about them. It ain't just about you. It's about everybody. That's why it's called family. Stuff like that helped me out. You just got to check yourself. When you start getting negative thoughts and negative feelings, you got to fight like, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to have this life. I'm blessed to see the flowers. I'm blessed to feel the sun on me today. You're blessed to have like another day of life, even though it's rough, but death ain't nothing. Everybody always say, but you're going to a better place. How they know? You don't know. All I know is this life here. And I know life is harsh. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes people in this world don't have compassion. But it's some people out there that will love you.
Even if you just have one person that will love you.
And will respect you. and would cherish you. It's people out there, but you just have to be patient, and you have to know that everything doesn't last forever. So what you gonna do now? You may not be going through it.
It's temporary.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, everybody is worth living. And you cannot let your mind control what you physically do. So even if you're having suicidal thoughts and your thoughts are just negative and terrible and bad, you can't let that affect you and actually go act on those thoughts. Right. Because you deserve to live at the end of the day.
Right.
That's very true. And while we're sitting here having this conversation, I know a lot of people that are currently dealing with depression or hard times or going through something. They might be thinking, yeah, this sounds good, but it's easier said than done. Which I absolutely agree. It's easier said than done. It's not an easy thing to do. But if you have just 5 minutes of realistic thoughts, you have to use that 5 minutes to make a decision to say, I'm worth it. Use that 5 minutes to say, I'm going to do this. Use that 5 minutes to say, I can do this. Use that 5 minutes to say, I'm ready to fight. And fight the fight. It's not hard. You're going to have ups, you're going to have down, you're going to fail, but you're going to come back and you're going to get back up and you're going to keep on going. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes people say take it one day at a time. You don't even need to take it one day at a time. You need to take it 1 second at a time. 1 step at a time. I took this step, now I could put my foot in front of the other and take another step. And you can't take it 1 day at a time. You have to take it 1 step, 1 second at a time. Right. You get through 1 second and you move on to the next second. And be ready to fight.
Basically what she's saying is the same energy that you would put into not fighting those, when you're doing something negative or feeling negative and it's like it's messing your whole chemical imbalance up. Yeah, everything is all messed up. You getting up, not sleeping. Sometimes you ain't showering. You just depressed. All that energy that you're doing, put the same energy into being productive on changing yourself. Mm-hmm. It's a fight. It's like you in the ring and you fighting for 12 rounds and you trying to win every round convincingly. Right. That's how you got to think. Because at the end of the day, it's mental more than anything. Right. And like I can say it because I lived it. We be letting negative thoughts control our whole dynamic of life. Everything. Mm-hmm. You let one thing trigger you and then one thought. But that thought could be something so minute. But now you let that one thought jack your whole life up. Instead of taking that thought saying, no, something, I'm worth more. I'm not going to let this thought control my emotions, get me to harm myself, to get me to just lay in the bed and to be taking all these antidepressants. I'm not going to let this one thought do that.
And let this one person continue to put me in this place.
Right.
That person's got to go. They're not healthy regardless of who it is.
You got to surround yourself with people that keep it positive and will support you through whatever you're going through. Mm-hmm.
And if you can't find somebody to do that, be by yourself.
Facts.
There's nothing wrong with being by yourself.
Or call Pops up, man. Call me up, baby. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because I overcame it. Somebody can't tell me nothing about depression. And those pharmaceutical drugs, a lot of depressed people be taking, they actually make you worse than make you better. Anybody ever watch any commercials? When you're watching a commercial, it tells you that you might get dry throat, you might get a rash, you might get suicidal thoughts. So what the doctors ain't telling you is once you take those antidepressants, they're gonna make you even more depressed and more of a zombie. to where you don't care about life itself. You know what I'm saying? So
it literally says suicidal thoughts on it. So you're giving somebody who wants to commit suicide
that. So you gotta understand the word pharmacy. Anybody now check this out. Now this is really important now because I read a lot, and the word pharmacy in the Strong Concordance, it means witchcraft, sorcery. That's what it means. So when you take in antidepressants, you actually bring in witchcraft or evil spirits upon you, because the medication, it messes your whole chemical imbalance up. Your whole everything, your whole situation, it messes you up. You know what I'm saying? To where everything is off. You ain't thinking right. You ain't thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying? And
so if he never used to take medication and just recently got onto medication, and if now he's starting to see that his behavior is becoming worse, you might want to check that medication that you're on.
Right.
Because even if you don't want to receive that, all pharmaceutical drugs are not cool to be taking, just at least when you get your medication, and this is something that everybody could do, read the pamphlet. Read the side effects, and you'll see that in the side effects it says suicide.
Right.
In the side effects of them drugs for mental health, you'll see it for yourself. So, you don't have to believe us.
So it's a lot of natural ways that you can deal with stress. Natural herbs.
Or just changing your whole entire mindset.
Therapy.
Talking to people that genuinely want to help people that's depressed.
Or I would talk to somebody that you're comfortable with and that you know is going to help you in that situation.
Right. When you cutting yourself and all that, like, you're hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that you want to get rid of the pain, but at the end of the day, it don't matter how much drugs you take, pharmaceutical. It don't matter how many times you try to get high or drink. You can't escape the mind. And that's where you have to start at. The mind is a powerful tool. But sometimes we focus on the negative than more of the positive. Mm-hmm. Life may not be how you want it right now, but you have to work towards being happy. You have to work. I know that this world is horrible. Things that's going on, violence, crime, people hating on people jealous, all type of things. I understand that.
You want your loved ones to love you the way that you love them. It's not easy.
It's not easy, but you have to understand that. Fight those thoughts. Get the help. There's help out there. Research. Spend the time that you would spend on being depressed, doing nothing, and being down on yourself and hurting yourself. Spend that time on trying to research how to get out of this condition that you're in. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way. Right. Use that energy that you would hurt yourself and just lay around the bed and just make everybody miserable around you. Use that same energy to go on the internet, research certain things, seek help.
Grow from it.
You know what I'm saying? Grow from it. Whatever you're doing at this particular point in your life, you gotta work every day to remove the habits that you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you're the type of person that sits in the house and don't want to go outside, just want to just be in your room, like sometimes just take a shower, get dressed, look decent, and just go take a walk. Change your routine. Like, you would be amazed. So that's like taking a walk and you see like the birds chirping, people outside riding their bike, people working out. Just change your routine, because whatever you're doing is keeping you in that something. You have to change what you're doing.
And really, truly, don't be afraid to be by yourself. You gotta spend time with yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Stop listening to negative things, negative music, negative people. Remove yourself from negative people and negative music, anything that's negative, anything that you've been doing that been keeping you in that slump, you need to remove it. Take each day, take certain pieces that you are doing right now, you need to remove it. Because that's what's keeping you there. It's comfort. Like you can put on a song and then it puts you back into that place. Remove that song. Put on something happy.
You used to do that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like put on something happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go take a walk. Go join the gym. Go work out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that you can do that can bring you out of that. But everything starts in here. The mind can be a powerful thing and the mind can be a dangerous thing at the same time. It can be something that the brain can be used to be productive and to be positive, but the brain can also be something negative and wicked at the same time.
Right.
So you got to learn how to decipher certain thoughts. If something comes in your head and it's like negative, you need to. I'm not even like some people say when they depressed, like they hear thoughts and they hear voices. You gotta fight them voices. And the more you practice fighting those wicked thoughts, those negative feelings, the more you fight it, the more you keep training yourself into fighting it, the more victories you get. And then all of a sudden, you have trained your mind that anything negative comes in there, you turn it off. Somebody say something negative, you turn it off. You get away from them. Period. Because everybody have an option. Life is what you make it.
Right.
Life can be miserable or life can be beautiful. It all depends on your mind. You can't escape this. You can't run from your mind. You just can't run from it.
If you can master your mind, you can master so much stuff.
Picture yourself being in one of the monk temples, and they learn how to fight with knives and swords and sticks. First, you probably gonna start with your fist first.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna give you a stick. And then they're gonna give you one sword. Then they're gonna give you 2 swords. So,
better yet, these athletes, you know why they're so good? Because they mastered their mind.
right.
They don't get tired. They keep going. They
Right.
wake up every single day and they do the same thing. They might try to practice the same shot over and over and over and over. And they don't get tired.
Exactly. Pressure. They say pressure busts pipes, but to me, only crackhead mess with pipes. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nothing should never be something that you can't handle. Like, for instance, I was watching a Navy SEAL video. Yo, do you know what it takes to be a Navy SEAL? You got to go through hell to be a Navy SEAL. Is, I would even say, is an 80-20. It's 80 mental and 20 physical. Because what them guys got to go through to even get through hell week, what they call it, you got to go through hell. No sleeping, straight working out, being wet. It's a mental thing. So if you're mentally weak, you ain't gonna make it.
You're going to be physically weak.
So look at yourself as a warrior. And you're going through different levels in life with the mind. And just put in your mind, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm not going to let a thought defeat me. Period.
Right.
I'm stronger than this. I can defeat it's a thought. It's only reality when you manifest that thought. So, like really, like listen to what I just said. A thought is only a thought until you till you give birth to the thought. Once you give birth to it, now you manifesting it. You have to basically engage into that thought. If you don't engage into it, then that thought is only a thought. It can't manifest itself because you're not actually putting it into action.
That goes for good or bad.
Good or bad. So sometimes we are our own worst enemy because we feel see a thought, feel it and all that, but then we interact into the thought. and then we wind up doing something that we're not supposed to be doing because we manifest the thought. A thought is only a thought.
Or if you're trying to do something good and you think in your mind, okay, I'm going to do something good, but then you don't act on it, that something good never manifests itself.
Exactly.
Because you don't act on it.
Because you don't act on it. So at the end of the day, we are our own worst enemies at the end of the day. Because a lot of times I think that in society we spend a lot of time watching negative things, listening to negative things, being around negative people, and then we become negative. You gotta remove negative people, listen to negative things, and being around people that's manifesting negative things. You gotta remove it. Get out of here.
Right.
And when you replace it with positive things, positive people, then you become positive. So what you surround your life, that's what you're gonna become. Period. And that's the ultimate thing. You have to think positive, you have to act positive, and then you will become positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. So a thought is only a thought until you act on that thought. Like you can get a thought in your head and like it can be real negative. Prime example. Say if you're at your friend's house and you go check your friend out and his girl come out, she got a banging body. She wearing the tights. She looks so good. All of a sudden, if you keep staring at her and checking her out, you're gonna start getting sexual thoughts because how she dressing. But what most people don't do in them type of circumstances, they don't get up and just leave the crib. They continue to keep staring at her, looking at her. But remember, this is your friend here. The best thing for you to do is be like, I'll wait for you outside, or tell your boy, listen, have your woman come up when I come over. I don't want to see her in that condition. You have an option. But what we do majority of the time, we get carnal and we keep looking, checking her out. Yeah. You know what I mean? In your mind. Now, all of a sudden, now you dreaming of, like, now you fantasizing about having sex with your man girl. Because you're not paying attention to the negative thought. You thinking about your carnal nature has taken over. You got to shut that down. Either get up and leave. Like when I come to the crib, have your woman put on something decent. I don't want to see her like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's just not cool. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And if he should respect that and be like, all right, I got you. You feel what I'm saying? I make sure that she put something on or don't even come out the room. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's real. But we don't do that. We keep following that negative thought and then we start to act on it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you trying to get on a DL with the female.
Exactly. And this is not cool. So life is what you make it. So you have to, it's tons of information out there that can help you overcome depression, anything. But you have to be willing to work to overcome it.
Self-help, you have to be willing.
Google has so much information, but everybody want to get on there and be entertained and be lit and worry about drama instead of getting on there trying to get some information on how to better themselves as people. It's books on there, the how to do business, and anything that you can name of is on the internet. Right. But we choose not to. I hope that was enough to help. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. By the way, this food was banging. Jamaican style, baby.
I got full like way too fast.
Yeah, get out the house, man. Open up your blind. Let some sun come up in the room. You know what I'm saying?
If you have a hobby that you love to, if you have stuff that you love to do, do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you angry all the time? Join the boxing gym. Go hit the bags. Go, you know what I mean? Work out.
Basketball, the best
Run.
sport.
You know what I'm saying? Run.
Yeah.
Get all that energy, all that frustration out in a gym, boxing, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, whatever that's going to hold you over to make it into another day. That's what it's all about. Make it to another day.
That's all ages.
You can't worry about tomorrow. You got to worry about right now. That's it. Tomorrow's gonna take Tomorrow's gonna take care of itself when tomorrow get it. You gotta worry about right now, this second, this minute, this hour. Worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much that you could do that can better yourself. If you're an angry individual, you're just always angry, go to a gym. Learn how to box. I bet you when you get in that ring and a dude busts you up a couple times, you're gonna really calm the hell down. I ain't that angry because I'm getting my behind beat. You know what I'm saying? So.
Or just releasing that and just releasing
You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
energy into another
like a
spot.
release.
I mean, people being angry is definitely a real thing.
Like releasing energy. Releasing energy is, but you can work out and release energy. It's so much that you can do positively that can, just help you out. A lot.
Right.
But you have to be willing to work.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's up to you. Life is what you make it. You making your life miserable because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It's always options. Everybody always have options, but the thing is you have to pick the right option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the wrong. Because once you kill yourself, ain't no coming back from that. That's it. You done. You dead. That's it. And wherever you go, if people believe in going places, what if you don't like it? You ever think about that? You killed
it's worse than your current situation.
It's like, what if it's worse than the current situation that you're in right now? The same.
Alright.
This right here you familiar with. You know this. So you gotta make this, you know what I'm saying? You can make it better than what it is. It's just you have to be willing to work for it, because I don't know what's on the other side. I know this. I know this life. I can't worry about what's on the other side till I get there, and I don't want to get there right now. So I'm gonna fight everything I have in me not to go on that other side yet.
No, you know all the things that you're not happy with in your life. You just take them things one at a time and chop them down, and know eventually you're gonna be the person that you want to be.
Exactly. Man.
It's gonna come.
You know what I'm saying, like,
if you work every day, there's no way that it won't come.
yeah, like not everybody is where they are right now, but people keep striving to get to where they have to get. But you have to work hard. Like Frederick Douglass said this in his book: "Without struggle, there's no progress." Remember that. Without struggle, there's no progress. You got to struggle for everything.
Yeah.
Like, you think LeBron James got to be in the finals damn near every year, winning 3 rings because he just had the talent? No, he had to work and bust his behind. So you have to struggle. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to work for anything no more. They want everything handed to them. No. The world ain't gonna hand you nothing. You gotta work hard for it. Because once you die, that's it. Your fighting is over with. It's a wrap. So I'm here, man. Ain't nothing I've never been through. The only thing I never got into was hard drugs. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through a lot, seen a lot, been around a lot, and changed my life for not only myself, but for the Creator and for my family. And your loved ones is here, man. You know what I'm saying? Live for them. You know what I'm saying? They here. You have, like, if you're a man or a woman and you have children and you have a spouse, put them into consideration to fight for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be hurt if you harm yourself. Like your son, your daughter, they're gonna be like you leaving your children in the world to defend for themselves. You ain't here to help them no more. You ain't here to support them no more because you took your life.
Right.
That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's really not a cool situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gotta put other people, our family and our friends into consideration at the same time, man. You know what I mean? And to you knucklehead niggas that be out there that don't support your family members when they going through depression, that's not cool either, man. Don't take it as a joke that they feel this way. Support them. Get them the help that they need. Have compassion. Like we live in this damn freaking society where like niggas ain't compassionate no more.
A lot of people are selfish. Don't
Selfish
be selfish
niggas.
to the point where you can't help somebody that you love.
And like the
because
reason
when
why
if the person does take their life, you'll be wishing that you did help them.
and like the reason why I'm calling you niggas because you ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. Like in 2018, niggas don't have no compassion for nothing no more. A nigga want to kill himself, y'all go ahead, do it. Then. Like what? What kind of sick ass people y'all is, man?
Exactly.
Freak out of here. So man, do unto others as you want done to you. Love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Like the video, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the messenger, baby. You know what I'm saying? I try my best. I try to drop jewels. They take it, they don't, they don't.
Right.
It is what it is, man. Peace, we out.
Peace out.